Now we will rightly move on to the main topic, how to write a letter. It would be very interesting. The art of writing a letter needs practice, knowledge about the form, and the ability to put into words your thoughts, emotions, or ideas. Once you know the basic parts of letter writing, it will be easy for you to create letters for any occasion. Do you know what it is? Let's see the parts of the letter.
They are your address, date on which the letter is written. Next is the inside address, the greeting of the letter, the introductory paragraph, the body of the letter, and finally the closing of the letter, and above all, the presentation of the letter. We need to know in detail about the parts of the letter. So, we will know them one by one. First will be to write your address. At the top left-hand corner of your letter, you will put your address so the reader will know where to send their reply to. Next is the date of the letter. Put the date on which the letter was written in the format month, day, year, that is June 15, 2012. It can come under the from address or at the top right-hand corner of the letter. Followed by date will be the inside address. The inside address is only required for a business letter and will include the address of the person you're writing to along with the name of the recipient. The title and their company's name. If you're not sure who the letter should be addressed to, try to put in a suitable title. For example, Director of Human Resources or the Manager, etc. How should the greeting of the letter be? The greeting will address the individual that the letter is being sent to. This is usually completed in the form of Dear Jayanti or Dear Sir, Respected Sir or Madam, etc. Then we move on to know about the introductory paragraph of the letter. The first paragraph will generally outline the purpose for the letter and the reason that the letter is being sent. This can address any issues that are outstanding and it is used to set the tone for the entire rest of the letter. From the first paragraph of the letter, the individual should be able to note the tone of the letter. Now, the important section of the letter will be the body of the letter. So, we'll know about it. The body of the letter will expand upon the introductory paragraph and the individual can extend their thoughts and feelings further when it comes to the letter. Isn't it important to know how to close the letter? In the closing of the letter, the writer will close the letter and finish any thoughts that have been mentioned. The closing of the letter comes in various forms using yours truly, yours sincerely, etc. This is for those people who are familiar with one another. Then, a traditional sincerely, which is a versatile closing, can be used in a variety of letters detailing many situations. How can we present the letter? The presentation of the letter can be handwritten for less formal letters that are addressed to friends and family members, especially the thank you letters. In the case that you have illegible handwriting, you may want to consider typing the letter in these cases. Formal letters on behalf of businesses should remain typewritten and grammatical and spelling error free. These types of letters should be legible and professional, and therefore typing the letter is one of the most effective ways to ensure that the letter gives a professional appearance, creating a positive impression on the recipient of the letter. It is also important to determine the tone of the letter, including a professional tone or a friendly tone that will be taken for family members in a more informal setting. Read through the letter once it has been completed to make sure that the tone remains the same throughout the letter. When we send emails, there is no need to write your from address or to address. So far, we have understood the parts of the letter. So now, what are the elements of a good letter? Here we go about it. For example, if you're addressing your letter to the Department of Human Resources or any other department, avoid using highly technical terms that only the professionals would understand, even if your letter is addressed to an engineering company or so. Chances are there that the concerned person in the human resources or any other department may not have an engineering background. Make sure you present your objective in a clear and brief manner. Don't be vague about your objective. Just get to the point without going into unnecessary details. Another important element to remember is to remain professional. Even if you're writing a complaint letter, remain polite and courteous. Simply state the problem along with any other relevant information and be sure to avoid not to threaten the recipient of the letter.